Welcome to the 4KO. As always, I'm your boy O, and today we have a major news roundup to discuss. First, we're going to talk about the possible cancellations of both Armor Wars and that of Blade, and then we have to talk about our boy Beau DeMayo calling out Marvel Studios for a toxic work environment. That's right, baby. Things are starting to get a little bit spicy between these two parties. And then we have to talk about Joker, Folie, Deux, and finally, more Green Lantern casting news. So yeah, this could very well be a very lengthy video, so hopefully you guys have the time to hear what your boy has to say. Now let's get into today's news. First article comes from superherohype.com. It is titled, Rumor Blade and Armor Wars could be canceled by Marvel. Among Marvel's multiple upcoming movies, Blade and Armor Wars are projects that have faced the most delays since their initial announcements. With Marvel looking to reduce the number of movies it launches in a year, rumors suggest that either Blade, Armor Wars, or both films could be canceled by Marvel Studios. Armor Wars was first announced as a series in 2020, then was turned into a feature film. Meanwhile, Blade was announced in 2019 and has since gone through several delays to get its story right. But the latest rumors suggest that due to numerous behind-the-scenes changes at Marvel and delays in the MCU release schedule, the studio will soon make its final decision to either continue or drop the projects. According to scooper Daniel Richmond, Marvel will decide the fate of these movies in the coming months, he reported. So, there it is. I don't want to give you guys the whole article. Just want to give you what's most important about it. There it is. Marvel Studios could possibly be having conversations on canceling these two projects. Now, let me give you my opinion. Armor Wars, to me, is a waste of time. I mean, it's not going to establish anything differently than what has already been established in the MCU. I mean, that story, in my opinion, probably would not bring anything to the table. Now, you can have a different opinion. That's okay. You don't have to hate me for it. Just let me know in the comments below. But I feel that the Armor Wars film or series wasn't going to bring anything differently to that of the MCU. I am sorry. But as for Blade, I know why that is being conversed on about being canceled. It's because Wesley Snipes' Blade is wanted. It's because Wesley Snipes' Blade is needed. Marvel Studios has heard the noise regarding that of Wesley Snipes' Blade, and trust me, they have no choice but to hear it. Right? As I told you, the moment was too big, and Ali is not going to be able to match that. Like, for real. Ali is an A-class actor, but when it comes to the character of Blade, no one could do it better than that of Snipes, baby. I am absolutely sorry. I don't care how many Oscars you got. You can have 12 of them. You ain't gonna outdo that of Wesley Snipes, at least in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure many others feel the same way as I do. But hopefully we can get some better clarification on this rumor, because I would like to know if Marvel Studios is going to cancel that of Blade, right? I don't care about Armor Wars. Yeah, I know it was going to be a story about Rhodey, you know what I'm saying, War Machine, but Marvel Studios kind of screwed that up with that whole Secret Wars, or what a Secret Invasion television series, right? Finding out that Rhodey wasn't Rhodey all of this time just took away from his character, at least in my opinion. All right, next up we have Beau DeMayo calling out Marvel Studios. This article comes from comicbook.com. It is titled, X-Men 97 showrunner blasts Marvel, alleges criminal working conditions. Like, for real. This is the Ray Fisher story all over again. Do you guys remember what happened with Ray Fisher? It's like the studio tried to say this didn't happen, or we were treating the actors greatly. And no, come to find out, that wasn't true at all. Right? Ray Fisher called them out, and to this day, a lot of fans ignore how DC treated that of those actors. Let's get into this. Former X-Men 97 showrunner Beau DeMayo, let me make this bigger because it is definitely tiny, could barely see these words. Let me start that over for you guys. Former X-Men 97 showrunner Beau DeMayo is continuing his one-man campaign against Marvel Studios and Disney. After being fired from the hit Disney Plus animated series earlier this year, DeMayo appeared in a video on his OnlyFans account where he openly refuted the recent press from Disney about his firing, and even went so far as to accuse Marvel Studios for supporting a toxic work environment with near criminal work conditions that turns individuals against one another and stokes paranoia to ensure compliance. Quote, the rumors being spread about me online are lies and they are offensive. But more concerning is they are a smear campaign designed to discredit my credibility in order to cover up the egregious misconduct stretching from select crew members of X-Men 97 all the way to the top of Marvel Studios. So yeah, he did say it twice. DeMayo said in his video post. So Beau is saying, look, these people, they're toxic. Like, for real, they're not telling you the truth about what's going on. This is why I say this is the Ray Fisher situation all over again, right? Back in the day, Ray Fisher said, look, that boy Josh Whedon, he treated us bad. He treated Gal Gadot bad. All of the actors were treated horribly. And then Walter Amada and company, they did an internal investigation. And what did they find? Nothing. How you're going to investigate yourself? Huh? It doesn't work that way. You have to hire an outside source for that type of stuff, because the studio is never going to tell you the truth. However, if you really think about all of this, has Josh Whedon directed anything else after that? So they knew that Josh Whedon was being out of line with everybody. The only problem is they refused to call him out. They wanted to stand behind that of Josh Whedon. But in reality, they should have did the right thing. And I feel that it's the same situation with Beau DeMayo. No, I am not taking up for this guy. I don't know him personally. I don't. But I would say, being a very observant guy, I can tell something isn't right with this situation. And Beau DeMayo is willing to take it all the way up to the courts. So to me, the person that is willing to get all of that mess out there and let everybody know what happened, most likely is the person that is going to tell you the truth. Whereas Marvel Studios and Disney, they haven't said much, right? They gave us that little saying about how he was being toxic and so on and so on. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know who had said that, right? Who said it? Who said it? We don't know who told us this, but we know what Beau has said. Think about that for a second. Beau has kept it real since day one. The only people who has hid anything from us is that of Marvel Studios. So with that being said, I believe Beau DeMayo. That's right, baby. I believe that Beau DeMayo is telling the truth about this situation. Next up, we have Joker, Folie, Deux. Now, many people are talking about Joker having a Rotten Tomatoes score of, what was it the last time? 59%, I believe. But it has since rose up to 60%. Let me get to this Rotten Tomatoes thing. Rotten Tomatoes. Come on. What? Get it together, Apple. Get it together. Talking about this whole, it does not want to come up. But Joker, at this very moment, is sitting at 60% on Rotten Tomatoes. And many people think that's bad, but personally, I don't think so. Because if you really think about it, the first Joker film didn't do all of that great. You know what I'm saying? With that of critics, it was all about its box office. You know what I'm saying? The first Joker film only had 69% on Rotten Tomatoes. But it went on to gross something like $1 billion or $1.1 billion worldwide. So I do not believe that that is going to hold the film back. And I believe that because of this news. This article comes from comicbookmovie.com. It is titled Joker Folie Deux Early Tracking points to a solid opening weekend that's way behind Deadpool and Wolverine. I don't know why they're trying to compare it to Deadpool and Wolverine. It's apples to oranges, if you ask me. The first Joker opened to $93 million. However, Joker Folie Deux is tracking for $120 to $150 million domestically. So this film could possibly earn $1 billion again. So I don't feel that the conversation about the film's Rotten Tomatoes score is even relevant here. No, it's already tracking for $120 to $150 million domestically. So overseas, it could possibly do the same. So that is a good, solid number for Joker Folie Deux. All right, finally, we have Green Lantern news. This article comes from EpicScreen.com. And it is titled, DC Studios reportedly has more contenders for Hal Jordan role in Lantern series. A new report claims that DC Studios already has other actors they are considering for the Hal Jordan role in Lanterns in case Josh Brolin turns it down. So yeah, it is true. Josh Brolin was offered the Green Lantern role. I swear to you, that is ass backwards. Yeah, I get the synopsis of the TV series, but I am saying it is all wrong. That's how I feel. So far, there is no confirmation yet whether Brolin has already agreed to star in the project or he already turned down it. But the potential castings has already sparked mixed reactions amongst fans. So it ain't just me. All right. But the names that are set out there are Matthew McConaughey, Ewan McGregor, Obi-Wan, and also Chris Pine. How the hell are you going to consider Chris Pine for this role when he has already played in the DCEU? I mean, come on. When it comes to James Gunn's DC universe, right? One thing that I hope that he avoids is casting actors from the previous universe. Why? Because you do not want the general audience to think that it's connected in any kind of way. Like, for real. Think about that for a second. Having Chris Pine on your short list is a slap in Patty Jenkins' face. You canceled her damn films, and here it is, you're after her actors. That makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. Now, as for Matthew McConaughey, I love the guy, but I feel that he does not fit that of Hal Jordan. And also McGregor. I don't know. And another name, Timothy Oliphant. Let me see, who is that? Timothy. I say Timothy. Timothy. Who is this guy? What did he play on? Copy. Let's paste this thing here. I don't even know who this guy is. Guess that's for man, that's the Hitman guy, man. Okay. Now, I would say that is the best choice right there. Like, for real. And you have not seen me get excited about anything that is in James Gunn's DC universe. But I love this guy. I cannot fathom how I did not think of his name. I love him. He would be a perfect Hal Jordan for this role. Even an older Hal Jordan. Don't get me wrong, he is old as well. But if you're going to cast anyone, I will take him. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So James Gunn, if you're going to make this move, cast this guy here. Trust me, he would be the better choice. And that is it for today's news. As always, I'm your boy O. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am trying to get to that magical number 10,000 subscribers, and I'll be highly appreciative. You will help me cross over that threshold by hitting that subscribe button. And if y'all gonna hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell, because YouTube absolutely sucks at notifying subscribers that content creators has uploaded videos to their platform. And don't forget to hit that like button to help me out that algorithm, baby. But in the comments below, let me know what you think about all 4 topics that I discussed here today. Blade and Armor Wars possibly being canceled. Beau DeMayo calling out Marvel Studios for a toxic work environment. Joker Folie Deux tracking for $120 to $150 million domestically. And then finally, our boy Timothy Oliphant being up for the role of Hal Jordan. That's how I feel. But let me know in the comments below. And always remember, let it la bon temps roulette. That means let the good times roll.